All right, and welcome back everyone to the Taiko World Cup. We're going to be in the round of 32 with Brazil versus Slovakia to be the 5th seed versus 28th seed. I'm Ethan, and I'm joined by Teasel.
Hey, this is a pretty cool match with Brazil versus Slovakia. Seed 5 versus 28, so quite a big difference. And even see that there's 6 members for Brazil and only 4 for Slovakia. But it's pretty exciting nonetheless, as this is Slovakia's first year in the World Cup representing as Slovakia. If you consider last year with the mixed team with Czechia, they did have 3 players from Slovakia back then. But this year they've got their own name, they've got their own flag to represent themselves. And they're going to be kicking off round of 32 against a scary team. So we'll see how they manage to handle it.
Yeah, Brazil looks to have a pretty strong roster this year. Usually they do pretty decent in the World Cups, but I believe this year, like in particular, is looking like a potentially pretty good year for them.
Yeah,
sure.
they had the 3rd place position in 2021, and I think that they've pretty much got roughly the same team that they had that year. I think 2022 and 2023, their team was, you could argue, like a bit nerfed. But I think this year they've kind of really come back with the best possible team that they can put forward, and they're really going for a high position this year. But with the top seedings and the top countries being so contentious this year, it's going to be really difficult for even a country like Brazil to do, a former podium country. So, kicking it off, we have a free mod ban from Brazil, and we have another ban that I didn't quite see in time. But nonetheless, Brazil are going to go with... Oh, there we go. So yeah, free mod 1 ban from Brazil, and a hidden 1 ban from Slovakia. That is a very understandable ban from Slovakia. Hidden 1 pretty hard map, and Brazil has amazing hidden players. So, Brazil are going to kick this off with a bit of tech and no mod 2.
It's like starting off with the mod 2. Yeah, I kind of would have expected something like maybe a free mod 2 or something, just to kind of leverage having a potential mod advantage against a lower seeded team. I feel like a lot of higher seeded teams, like when it's like this big of a seeding difference, they kind of tend to pick maps like a free mod 2, or I would have said free mod 1, but that is banned.
Yeah.
Just because for higher seed teams, it's a lot easier to leverage like mod advantages.
Absolutely. And it is actually, I can already kind of see the strategy that Slovakia is going for. Because if you look at the qualifiers results, Hidden was actually Brazil's weakest skill set, and the lowest seeding that they got at number 11. So it's pretty clear that Slovakia, even though that is Brazil's weakness, they're banning it to protect their own weaknesses, probably. They're probably not too confident on that map, and they're just going to try play into whatever skill sets and strengths that they possess for this specific pool, and just hope that they can get a couple of points out of Brazil, and hope that they make some mistakes.
Yeah, and one thing that we mentioned a little bit before, but yeah, Slovakia only has 4 people for their team. So they only have 1 player on reserve, so it's very tricky for them on like maps that they're not comfortable with. Like if 1 player is not comfortable with a map, suddenly that means, oh, everyone else has to play the map now. There is not a lot of room for like swapping players and stuff, which can make things very tricky for them.
Yeah, they've just got to do the best that they can. It does also mean that in general they probably have less kind of skill coverage as well. But these are all pretty good players, so they're gonna give up their all.
Yeah, they have a...
Flip gonna be the first one to find a miss in the intro of this map. Pretty rough place to pick up the first miss, but at least the combo resets quickly.
Yeah, it's first like 150 notes of the map, so it could have been a lot worse for sure. But yeah, looks like Brazil will be taking an early lead off of that miss, and also accuracy as well. The overall accuracy is better on the side of Brazil, since Flip Drop is dropping a lot of 100s as well. Golden as well, dropping a few 100s, dropping below 99% for a moment. Oh, another miss from Flip Prop. That's going to make things even more difficult for Slovakia here.
Yeah, still 5 full combos on the board. It's only Flip that has found misses. And with the almost 80,000 score lead in favour of Brazil, it's going to be very difficult for Slovakia to come back from this, even if Brazil does pick up a miss or two.
Yeah, yet another miss from Flip Prop, and some a lot. Oh, Golden is dropping a lot of 100s there. They're still holding on to their combo though for now, but oh, those 100s are very scary.
And never finding the miss. Oh no.
Now there's only one more full combo for Slovakia. It's just up to Golden right now to keep up this full combo to try keeping them somewhat in the map, but yeah, with the 200,000 score difference and the map nearly over, it's basically impossible to come back from at this point. And it looks like Brazil. Oh, I was about to say they were gonna. I was gonna say they almost had a 3-way FC, but those misses at the end from Miwu. And yeah, very solid start there from Brazil. Slovakia had some pretty good accuracy in the beginning, but it looked like Flip Prop struggled to sort of stabilize and get to the 400 combo cap, which ended up hurting their overall team score.
Well, not to worry. This was Brazil's first pick, so the map that they're probably the most confident on being able to win on, probably one of their strongest maps. And we're over to Slovakia for their first pick. So hopefully we'll see something that they deem themselves to be much more kind of towards their favor.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of lower seeded teams favor stuff like Hard Rock 1, you know, classic like Nomad 1.
Yeah, there's definitely a good set of options here. There's also that Nomad 4 that hasn't been banned out. Traditionally a map that is theoretically a bit more favoured towards the lower seeded team, as the map is mechanically less intense.
Yeah, I definitely think maps like that are very nice for lower seeded teams, since it gives them a chance to like really practice and hone in on a specific map to potentially grab a point off of a higher seeded team. And it looks like we'll be seeing Hard Rock 1. Not too surprised at this pick. Just because a lot of lower seeded teams seem to like favor this map as kind of just an alternative Nomad 1, where they're just kind of hoping the higher seeded team ends up missing and they can maintain their combos and accuracy.
Yeah, this pick makes a lot of sense. As you said, it's a map that a lot of the lower seeded teams are doing well on. The map is just kind of focused on your accuracy and all that, so it should be fine. These are pretty high-ranking players actually on the Slovak team, so I'm looking forward to what they can put out against Brazil here.
Yeah, I'd say aside from the ending, there's some tricky patterns there at the ending with like some of the 1-6 and stuff. Aside from that, the map is mainly just pretty smooth sailing and just mostly an accuracy battle. So there's a chance that could trip up a few players, but outside of that, this will mostly be an AC battle, I'm assuming.
Yeah, any misses outside of that final KI though are going to be pretty huge, I'd say.
Yeah.
Especially as the maximum combo of the map is only around 600. Then the max combo cap being 400. It's really, really important to maintain that combo.
Yeah, if you're gonna miss on this map, you better hope it's at the very end or very beginning, because otherwise you're missing out on a lot of potential score.
Now, Brazil taking the early accuracy lead, around 18,000 points.
Yeah, so far, all the players on Brazil have a pretty strong start right now. Foxeroos ghost tapping quite a bit. Dropped the 100 there. Yeah, it looks like he was dropping a few 100s though. It's gonna lower the gap just a tiny bit. It's wanting to go over to the middle, but Flip Prop is dropping quite a few 100s, and Golden as well, dropping some 100s. Now the lead is going to be around 23,000, but still, it's just an accuracy lead at the moment for the first half of the song.
The accuracy difficulty on this map is deceptively difficult. It's around OD 9.1, but also the BPM is 167, which is I would class that as a slow BPM. slower than kind of your average kind of BPMs anyway. So the finger control is very important for this one.
Yeah,
I'm doing well with a third of the map left to go.
Yeah, everyone's above 98% accuracy right now, so it's just coming down to accuracy at the moment, but we're getting close to that final key eye, and that's where things can really start changing for either team if one of the players picks up a miss.
Oh, everyone hits the first set.
Can everyone hit the second one? They do. Oh, no, but Lorenzetto picks up a miss. But I don't know if there's enough map really to make a comeback. I think the accuracy difference is just too much. Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
That's unfortunate for Slovakia. But yeah, the accuracy from Brazil there was just too strong, really.
Yeah, really strong scores all across the board there. The worst 100 count being only 25. And that was on a full combo as well.
Yeah,
so
that's...
really great pick from Slovakia. Just unfortunately, Brazil just had a bit better accuracy than them.
Yeah, that was a really good team score from Slovakia. It just came down to Brazil having just kind of insane accuracy there.
That does give Brazil a really nice early break point, though, and leads the way into taking this to a 3-0. They've just got to make a good next pick.
Yeah, let's see. They started with Nomont 2. Oh, they're gonna go with Hidden 2 up next. Yeah, that's not too surprising. Let's say. This is one of the tougher maps of the pool. It's very deceptively difficult. Like, you look at the star rating.
Absolutely.
And you're like, oh, it shouldn't be too bad, but then you remember it's Taiko World Cup, and it's a hidden pick in Taiko World Cup. And then you're like, oh, okay, never mind, I fear.
Yeah, this map is... It looks simple, but the snappings just don't lend itself to an easy time on the map. Even with only OD6, the accuracy is really hard to keep very high.
Yeah, it is just such a deceptively tricky map. Like, if you're just watching it, and you're like, okay, that's not too bad, potentially. And then you try it for yourself, and you're just like, oh, no, I can't do this help. I like what Lorenzetto said. Surely no one will miss the first note of the song.
Absolutely no one will do that.
No one. No one would ever do that. All 6 players will hit it. They'll all hit a 300.
Alright, they're taking their time to get ready.
Yeah.
Oh, Golden, don't be saying that just before you go into the...
I believe in you, Golden. Alright, getting started with Hidden 2, Brazil's second pick. It's a fairly short map, just a little over 2 minutes, so... misses will count quite a bit on this.
Alright, everyone did hit the first note.
Let's go.
Great start. Oh, already seeing loads of 100s coming out from many players.
Oh my. They're keeping their combo, but the accuracy, oh no.
Lorenzetto being the only player to double S the intro.
Yeah, Lorenzetto actually has some pretty wild act on this so far. Oh, they drew off the SS, but still, that's some pretty good accuracy from them. Everyone's still keeping their full combo for now, but it looks so unstable from the side of Slovakia. And oh, yeah, Golden's gonna drop the full combo there. And now things are probably gonna start sliding away just because the accuracy difference is starting to become really apparent as the map goes on.
Yeah, score difference of over 100,000 now, and a miss from Flip Rock. Going to be leaving 1 full combo remaining for Slovakia, and that score lead is advancing on to 200k at midway point of the map.
Yeah, this is going to be tough to come back from and just Flip-Flop is really struggling to get back onto rhythm there. And I think it's almost just sealed already. I mean, 300,000 score difference to make up for in the second half. They're going to have the hope. Slovakia is going to have the hope for a miracle here if they're going to try coming back into this map.
Yeah, everyone in Brazil just holding on so strong. All the players above 99% accuracy on this is absolutely incredible.
Actually, I wonder if they can all keep up this accuracy. A little bit more map left.
Oh, double miss over on the side of Slovakia.
Yeah, that section could be tricky to hit. Oh no, Skull Kid!
No.
Oh, the 3 AFC. It was like the last note, I think, before the spinner, or like 1 or 2 notes away. It was like, oh my, like 2 or 3 notes away.
So close.
Still, though, an impressive overall team score there from Brazil. 3 100s from Foxeru.
Yeah, great try from Slovakia as well. Golden and Never with pretty good scores, very low miscounts. With that 3-0, Slovakia are now going to be having their second pick and trying to get a point on the board.
Yeah, Slovakia does have the next pick, so I kind of wonder where they'll go with this. They went with Hard Rock 1 and... I can't remember. So, let's see what their second pick is going to be.
Never
might be
suggested
something...
No Mod 4. They're not picking it.
Can you pick No Mod 4 as the last map because it's a banger? Very true.
A minor bit of match fixing.
It is definitely a banger, I can confirm. I've listened to it quite a bit this week. Oh, No Mod 3, okay.
Alright, going for the speed map. This doesn't seem too bad. Speed is the main meta right now in Taiko, so it's probably what the players are generally kind of playing the most of, right, compared to a lot of other tournament skill sets. So might as well just go with whatever their players are the most comfortable with and just kind of hope that they do well.
Yeah, this seems like a pretty, like, standard choice for them, just because, like, speed is, as you said, pretty standard, and also the BTM isn't too high on this. It's honestly, like, a bit on, it's on the lower end for speed, which for anyone who isn't a Taiko player and is watching, is like, oh, 260, that sounds pretty fast. Yeah, Taiko 260 isn't necessarily the most speedy thing in the universe, at least in the current day. And also with the patterns being relatively simple, yeah, I feel like it's going to come down to just kind of accuracy and also just where people miss. If someone misses towards the middle of the map, that could definitely drop their overall team score quite a bit, especially if they end up dropping the accuracy alongside it.
So, while we wait for the players to get readied up and we start the map, if you wish to support these two teams, Brazil, Slovakia, maybe both of them, maybe none of them, all 30 other teams in this tournament have a glorious banner available for purchase on the Osu shop, and it gets displayed on your profile for the entire World Cup. And the money goes towards the running of the tournament. And additionally, if you purchase the banner for the winning team, you get to keep that banner for a whole year until the next Taiko World Cup.
And yeah, we're getting on to No Mod 3. Picked by Slovakia. So far, no one's dropping too much accuracy yet. Oh, a couple 100s there from Flip-Flop, and oh, miss as well, just as they say that. Oh no. It was somewhat early on, but yeah, every single miss is going to matter a lot on this since there isn't too many notes on this map.
Yeah, fortunately the patterning in this map is fairly comfortable and conventional, so it's easy to get back into it.
Yeah. Trying to climb up their combo, but another drop right there.
That was a big drop as well.
Yeah. Now it's going to take even longer for them to reach the 400 combo cap potentially, so it's going to make things really tricky for Slovakia here. But Golden and Nefer are holding on to pretty good accuracy and a full combo still, so there is still that. Definitely holding them into this, but yeah, it is going to be tricky for them to come back into this. They're going to have to rely on one of the players on the side of Brazil dropping quite heavily.
Never being the one to find the drop, though. It's pretty devastating for the total score, as that's going to continue sweeping over to the side of Brazil. But Miwoo does trade that miss a wee bit later on.
Cool story, babe. Now make me
Yeah, but it wasn't
we're definitely going to see. Yeah, we absolutely need to see more misses and big accuracy drops on the side of Brazil if Slovakia are going to want to come back from this and deny the match point.
And the chance for that is slowly disappearing. As the score lead climbs up to almost 100,000, looks like it will cross over that threshold as Flip-Rock unfortunately missed once more. And now Brazil are at match point.
Alright, great scores all around. Lauren Zetto with the really unfortunate double S choke with the 1-100 play. And very low 100 counts overall. Flip-Rop struggling a wee bit more, but still a very respectable score. 900k in the World Cup is very, very strong indeed.
Yeah, their accuracy wasn't too bad. Just some unfortunate misses there, and at unfortunate times as well. Not allowing them to like really get like a stable combo in the map, which
There it
hurt
is.
their score a
the
little
no
bit.
mod
But, yep.
forward. It's gimmick
It's time.
time.
This has been picked so much.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons this map has ended up being quite popular is the gimmick isn't terribly intense. It's more about kind of reading. There is gimmick, but not in the crazy what the heck is going on type gimmick. But oh okay, yeah, it's just like, you know, some Donkama and stuff like that. So it's fairly easy to learn, but it still requires quite a lot of concentration. It's still very easy to mess up on the nerves of the match.
Let's see. How many people in here practiced it? I'm hoping everyone in the lobby practiced it, please.
I'd hope so, because Slovakia did want to play it, and Brazil said that they were going to be picking the map anyway. So I feel like we've probably had everyone here practice the map.
I think we saw a player swap actually on the side of Slovakia, so all 4 of their players are going to be coming in.
Good luck and have fun.
All right, let's see how it goes. Another fairly short map.
Yeah, don't forget about those short drum rolls.
Yeah, looks like everyone hit it, but now we're getting on to the first slow SV section. First miss is going to be happening from Alajar. Also dropping a good bit of accuracy there as well. Golden picking up a miss. Now the only combo for Slovakia is on Never. Oh no! Oh, that was an entire stream right there.
Golden really getting caught out by the slow jam.
That's unfortunate.
Skull Kid picking up a miss as well. Still 3 full combos on the board, 1 with Never and 2 over in Brazil with Foxer and Lorenzetto. The score difference though is 200,000 below in favour of Brazil. It's going to be very difficult for Slovakia to win this one, but we're only halfway through and there's more gimmicks to come.
That miss during this section is going to make things a bit more difficult for Slovakia. Lorenzetto is actually holding on to an SS right now. It's quite impressive. But there is still the second half of the map to go.
Everyone seems to have stabilized a bit and is a lot more comfortable in this section. Like Kratos always missed on this upcoming gimmick. And it caught out Golden. It caught everyone in Slovakia. Full combo reset for them. Skull Kid missed not too long ago as well. Still full combos on the side of Foxer and Lorenzetto. And the double S as well.
I think that's sealed for this map, but I'm kind of curious, will Lorenzetto get the SS here? There's not too much map left. Oh, they actually do end up getting the SS. Wow, okay. And Foxer with 1/100. Wow, okay.
I believe that's a perfect score as well. Hitting every single slider tick. So, with that, that brings about the end of the match. Brazil winning against Slovakia 5-0. Very valiant effort from Slovakia, especially for their first appearance in the World Cup, their first match as Slovakia. But it's not completely over for them, as they'll be dropping down into the losers bracket and facing Norway, seed 21, next weekend. And if anyone watched that match, that is an absolutely terrifying opponent to be getting at this stage in the losers bracket. So they don't have an easy ride down there either. They've got to put in a lot of work, but they've got the players to do it. And for Brazil, the victors of this match, they're going to advance on through the winners bracket and go against Finland, the 12th seeded team. And Finland are known to be an absolutely insane team at the low stages of the World Cup. So that is also a terrifying match for Brazil. So they're both going to be having a tough time for next week, but I think with what we've seen, they've definitely got it within them to advance onwards in the tournament.
Yeah, I think both teams could definitely provide some exciting matches next week for sure. I think Brazil versus Finland could be really fun to watch, and I think Norway versus Slovakia could also be a pretty good match. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for those next week, and also stay tuned for our final match of this week. It's going to be Germany versus Argentina, happening at around 19 UTC in roughly an hour and a half, and then right afterwards we'll be getting into the round of 16 map pool showcase. And definitely stay tuned for that, because there's definitely going to be some bangers in the pool, I can assure you. But we'll be taking a small break in between now and the next match, so stay tuned for that, as it's a very close match potentially coming up. Very close seeding between Germany and Argentina. And so that'll be it for us, I believe, unless you have any last words, Teasel.
I don't. Just, yep, come along for the match, the one that's been the most hyped this weekend. Saving the best for last. So we hope to see you there.
Let me see you do it when the bass drop. Let's go.
limits of the multiverse, the allure of traveling through parallel universes beckons intrepid adventurers. Each universe presents distinct laws of physics, alternate histories, and uncharted wonders. As we journey, we encounter reflections of ourselves and ponder the myriad possibilities that cope us with. Guided by curiosity and a thirst for knowledge, we embrace the thrill of discovery amidst enigmatic landscapes. This cosmic odyssey, the dance with destiny, reaffirms the unbreakable spirit of human curiosity, a feeling that the wonders of the multiverse are limitless.
You